Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another tips and tricks video. Kind of exciting for me, as well as hopefully some of the other ones. Working with recyclers pretty much all week. It takes a while to become really proficient with these, as there is a lot to do with categories, setup, subtitles. I've printed out the four most important pages as far as codes, how to load them, unload them, that's kind of the easy part, how to set the bill denominations, whether you're going to recycle ones or fives, that's pretty much all anybody does, how to set the MDB level, which factory setting is 3, and that covers just about everything. Mostly people don't put recyclers on the older equipment that have the MDB level 2, but just in case you do, that is an option. Most of you know that the recycler unit only goes on the 2700 series. They'll say 2702 or 2712. Some of them will have an R after them for a recycler. Okay, you can run them with a standard lower sensor transport assembly, and I encourage you that when you do an upgrade and you add the recycler unit, that you keep that the transport that came with it, just in case you ever have a problem with the recycler, you decide it's not doing what it was expected to do as far as your location doesn't have the traffic. You'll want to put this back in, and this has a plug. Okay, this has a plug. You don't have to get into the board area, and so you can make your recycling unit now in about a minute a non-recycling validator. There is a, I'll try and do this without dropping it. There is a catch here, a little yellow catch. Comes out just like that. It unplugs, but I don't have a third hand, and then you can put your standard lower transport back in its place. So let's power one up here and show you a few of the options. There's going to be a sequel to this video when we get more in depth, because there's a lot of special custom options. It even says, you know, don't touch this area unless you're instructed to by online technical or on the phone technical support. So anyways, all right, let's get on with it. We have our SEM tester fired up here, and all right, so the only reason I have my coin mech hooked up is for the simple fact that it gives an error code if you don't, and the error codes are just kind of annoying. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in here, guys, and you see the number 0. Well, that means there are no bills in the recycler right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to add bills, okay? And to do that, to get into the program, you hold the select until you get the 2 flashes like that, and then you have 2 seconds to push the top one, and you get your categories. And I know this is a little tough to see with my big fat hands. Okay, so load is what we want to do. So now we're going to select it. Okay, now load. Now we have 1 unit in there. So let's put about 5 in here. You want to use good quality bills, guys. The ones with torn corners and the real soft bills will only cause you problems later. So as you fish through the bills, get them at the bank, whatever the case is. All right, there are 5 bills. Okay, now we are going to, it'll time out Okay, I'm just going to reset my tester. I'm going to turn it back on to the simulator mode. I have it set on what looks like 31 capacity. Well, maybe it's, no, that's not 31. It only holds 30. Okay, so we have 5 in there. Okay, so now what we're going to do here, and it's a little hard maybe to hear, but as I put 5s in, let's say to buy a product out of your vending machine, it did not stack it. Okay, I'm going to put about 4 more in there so we get our load up to 10. So all we're doing now is, this is simulating the front side of the vending machine that we're buying a product. Okay, so far we have $15 on the tester. Alright, so I'm going to show you here on our tester that we have $25 purchased. Okay, now when we go back around the back, our load is up to 10. Okay, so we're going to reset again. Now I'm going to show you a couple more things. Alright, we're in the simulator mode. I have my cheat sheet out, and there is a series here that are important to you. Okay, the SU is the setup mode, and that's basically for your technician. That's not for your route man. Okay, that's sort of like a protected area. And to get into that, what we do here, we go back to select, hold it till you get the 2 flashes, like that. Select mode, LD. The next one's unload for UL, then CP. Now SU, setup. Okay, now see where we're going here. Our next one is RB. Okay, recycled bills. We select, and you see the 5 flashing. Okay, that can be changed. 10s, 1s, 2s, nobody uses 2s, or 5. Now, hold the mode switch in. Okay, goes back to RB, and it has set your bills for 5. These next ones, like I said, I'm going to do another video. IF, now we're going to go to CA, which is the capacity. Okay, so, whoops, I meant to hit mode. Okay, next one, IF, next one, CA, capacity. Select, okay, it's on 20. Let's leave it on 20. That's a good number. I'm going to hold it in. Now, it will either time out, or I think it takes 20 seconds. So rather than spend time, what we're going to do now is we're going to load it up. We're going to load it past, or up to the 20. And then I'm going to show you where they will stack the bills rather than recycle them. Okay, flash. Once again, I apologize for my hands in the way. Okay, we passed LD, so we're going to select that. Now we're going to put in another 10 bills. Actually 11. And I'll show you where it stacks the 11th one. While we're waiting, I will put a link to a couple things down below that has to do with the recycler. I'll put a link to this cheat sheet I have. It's 4 pages, which is a good thing to print. Good thing to put in your binder of your notes when you're out in the street running your route. Alright, where are we at here? We are on number 19. Okay, number 20. Now, okay, our load is complete, okay, because it won't let me put the 21st one in there. So now, what we're going to do, I'm going to reset again, put it in simulation mode, and when I go to put in a bill, okay, it will stack it up here. Now, just the reverse is going to happen when we go to unload. Okay? What we'll do is put a couple more in. Like that one. Alright, so now what we do, it's set to go. Okay, flash, load, unload. Okay, select. How it unloads is up here. Okay, puts them in the stacker. Doesn't spit them back out of the front. Okay, now I believe if you hold this in for 2 seconds, it continually will unload. Okay, I'm not sure if it'll do them all. It might, but it's putting all these in the stacker box. Okay. Now there is such a thing as a, while it's doing that, this is an important item. This is a calibration card. See the arrows in which it goes? Okay, it does, I guess it does 10 at a time. So that's good for now. What we're going to do now is we are going to get in the profile area. Okay, profile mode allows the operator to calibrate the bill acceptor. Okay, now this one's been calibrated. However, I think it'll let us insert the calibration card, which when it goes in, if it's not calibrated, it can take a minute or 2. So we are going to go to profile, which is the last one in the setup mode. Okay, so we'll see what happens, even though it's already set. Alright, back to the 2 lines. Oh, I gotta reset it. It wants to unload. So we're gonna reset it. We were still in the service mode. Alright, so let's go back. Simulator mode. Alright. And it's reading out the software here and how many bills are in it, which there's still 11 left. So, all right, select the flashing 2 lines, load, unload, CP, setup. Okay, this is our sub menu. Now we need to go to PR, right there, select. Okay. Calibration. Now Took the calibration card, and it knows it's calibrated. Now, if this was not calibrated, guys, it would hold this for a minute to two, and then it would end up right here before the stacker. So you have to manually take it out. This is where your card would be sitting waiting for you, and then you're done. Put that away for another time. So anyways, guys, like I said, there are more options available. It's pretty simple. Everything is pretty much done here with your mode and select button. There is a cheat sheet that goes on the back of the stacker box. Now, this is a regular stacker box just for a 2700 series, so this doesn't have my codes for the recycler. But when you buy a new recycler, they send you a nice sticker, or it can be downloaded online. So I'll try and find that, and like I said, I will put a link to this set of 4 pages, good cheat sheet from MEI. And don't be intimidated. It's a little confusing at first, but the main thing you want to do is you want to set up the currency size, whether it's $1 or a 5, the capacity. 25 is standard. If you have installed a new lower transport assembly on a standard, just regular 2700, you have to calibrate it the first time or it will not work, and that's what that calibration card is for. We have these listed as an option when you buy a rebuilt recycler component. Okay, you can buy the card. They're only about $5 or $6. So anyways, guys, any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. Have my website listed below. There's a phone number there, and of course we sell the complete units, and we sell just the lower component for your 2700 series. So guys, for now, Doug at Doug's World Tour, vending and amusement channel, focusing on the recycler today. And like I said, there will be a follow-up a little bit more in depth when we familiarize ourselves 100% of the way. Thanks for watching, guys. Out.